In yours, you make a statement on professional development about explicitly teach test-taking strategies.
Yes.
Which sort of sent a red flag to me, because I'm not, are we teaching to the test, or are
No,
I want you to explain that.
Okay, because I think it's really crucial, test-taking strategies. And actually I had a parent on the parent tour ask a question about that as well, just in terms of, and I explained the difference. Teaching to a test is very different than test-taking strategies. And if you look at all the professions that I'm sure our parents want our children to enter, in terms of doctors and attorneys, nurses, all of those, accountants, you have to take board tests. All of us want our children to do extremely well, I think, on the SATs and the ACTs. At the end of every unit at open court, there's an assessment. It's a test. And so teaching test-taking strategies is very, very, very different than teaching to a test. And I think it's important because when I started my math coaching years before, oftentimes I would hear teachers say things to kids when they went to take the STAR test, and that they're going to be tricked. And that bothered me very much, because there is a way to create an exam, and it's really important at our school, and I'm sure at all of the schools, but I'm a little bit neurotic in terms of teaching mathematics. I feel strongly that children have to learn the concept, and they need to understand deeply the math behind the math. And you can only do that by really teaching in depth. Well, the reason why test makers make those questions where A and B are quite often the wrong answers, because if you teach a standard algorithm, then if kids get a little bit beyond that area where they know and they haven't memorized it, the misconception will most always likely be in A and B. And so a test-taking strategy simply means this: you teach children up front what the misconceptions are, so that when they are taking any kind of an exam, they learn to be deep thinkers and learn to look at A, B, C, and D and recognize and be proud that they recognize the misconception, and then be able to slow down and choose an answer based on their true reasoning skills. And so I think test-taking strategies is crucial, not just in elementary school, but throughout our education, because even to take a driver's test, I remember teaching my own sons how to study the little manual to take it, and I explained test-taking strategies to them, because if you're relaxed and you feel confident when you take an exam, and you understand the way that it's written, and what they're looking for, and how to use your knowledge. One of the strategies we teach is connections. So once a teacher teaches conceptually, I say, please throw a STAR sample release type question up on the board, or even I take questions from the Casey, the high school exit exam. A lot of that is still in the 4th and 5th grade mathematics, what's on the high school exit exam. I say, put it up there and say, what did we do with these base 10 blocks that will help you answer this question? Because I think we sometimes think as educators that students will automatically make that connection. And I've done a lot of research. Kids don't make a connection just because you did base 10 blocks. When they see that place value question, it doesn't connect. I think we have to train them deeply in the connectors, because they have this knowledge, and I do feel strongly that they should be able to know and have the confidence when they take that test that they can show us their knowledge, because sometimes they're not, because they're nervous and they're guessing, and no one is trying to trick them. They put those misconceptions there to see do they know it deeply or not. So I do, and I know it's not a popular thing to say that we teach it, but I do.
You justified it, so